So the movie starts and we see a long traffic jam in Los Angeles, California. Everyone is sitting in their vehicles listening to music when a girl gets out of her car and starts singing and dancing. When she sees this, everyone gets out of their cars and a musical number begins, with everyone following everyone else's steps for the most part. After some time, the traffic ends and the cars start moving, and on the screen we are told that it is winter time. Here we see the main actress of the film, Mia Dallin, talking to someone on the phone. But actually she is rehearsing for her audition, which everyone has joined. Mr. Sebastian Wilder blows the horn and asks her to move. But when she does not, he walks away and gives her a sideways glance. In the next scene, we learn that Mia is working as a barista in a cafe on the Warner Bros. Lot. Actually, Mia wanted to be an actress, so she has been working on the Warner Bros. Lot, trying her luck by going from place to place auditioning so that maybe someone will take notice and give her life. Now a movie star comes into her cafe to have a cappuccino, and Mia watches him and thinks, maybe one day I'll come like this and everyone will see me. Mia shows up early for the audition and gives 100%. But the casting director gets a call in the middle of the interview, so the audition is stopped in the middle of the interview. Mia gets very angry, but she thanks everyone and comes to her house. There she lives with 3 other actresses who are struggling like her. When her friend sees her angry, she asks her to accompany her to a Hollywood party and tells her that she could meet someone at the party who will help her career take off. This lavish party is all about dancing, champagne and music, and classical pieces are played, but she gets nothing of the sort. Now the party ends and Mia makes her way home, but she sees that she parked her car in the tow-away zone and that's why she was picked up. She is very angry about her fate and makes her way home. On the way there, she hears a very nice jazz melody on the piano in front of a restaurant. She likes it very much and is attracted to it. She goes inside and sees that Sebastian is playing music. Now we see a flashback to the morning of that day when Sebastian passes Mia in traffic, honking his horn. He then arrives at his house, where his sister is already waiting, telling him that he has his bills and that he needs to start earning money soon. Here we learn from their conversation that Sebastian was very much in love with music and wanted to become a successful musician. But at the moment, he did not have a job. Now he comes to the Lipton Club in the evening to play the piano and asks the manager if he can play a song of his choice. But the manager tells him that he can only go if the customer asks him to, otherwise play only Christmas song. So he starts to play the Christmas song. After a while, he sees that everyone is absorbed in themselves. They start to play their own melody. Now the lights are dimmed dramatically and the spotlight is turned on. He plays lovingly and with full devotion, but no one pays attention to him. Now it's over, the entrance to the club comes and they both look at each other. The club manager dismisses him for disobedience. Mia watches all this from a distance and she comes to praise him, but he pays no attention to her words and pushes her away. Mia continues to watch speechless as he stands there. Now Mia continues to audition for different roles, but is unsuccessful in any of them. Time moves forward and spring arrives and at a pool party the two meet again. Sebastian plays the keyboard at this party. Here the two pull each other's legs and she briefly tells him that she works at Warner Bros. And Sebastian goes back to playing the keyboard. After the party is over that night, the two meet up again and head to the car. Now they both realize that there is definitely something there. The fate that always leads us to each other. Right now the view here is very fascinating and was a perfect scene for the lovers. But nothing happens between them. So in this situation they sing a musical number from Waste of a Lovely Night and dance to it. This scene was the best scene in the movie. Then finally Mia reaches her car and Sebastian forces her to sit in the car and drives all the way back, reaching the same place of the party where she had crossed the car. The next day he comes to her cafe to meet her and Mia takes him on a tour of the Warner Bros. Backlot after work. There are many movie sets there and filming is taking place somewhere. Here he asks Mia why she wanted to be an actress, to which she says that her aunt was an actress and when she came to her house in Nevada. They both went to the library in front of her house to watch old movies and she loved to write in places and since then she just wanted to be an actress. Then she tells him about her failure at the audition, to which Sebastian says you can take your material and make a show out of it and thereby not have to go to the audition. Then Mia tells Sebastian that she does not like jazz music. That's when he takes her to a jazz club and shows her his love for jazz, telling her that jazz music is dying out and that he dreams of opening a jazz club where he can write to his heart's content. Here, Mia takes a missed call. Later she learns that she has been invited to audition for a show. Sebastian takes the name of a movie, Rebel Without a Cause, to relate her situation, the story of which was related to Mia's life here. but Mia does not understand what he's talking about because she has not seen the movie. So he says that the movie is playing at the nearby Rialto Theater, and they both make a plan to see the movie. Sebastian says goodbye to Mia and sings and dances another beautiful musical number from City of Stars from here. Now Mia goes on to audition for the show, but the casting directors do not pay much attention to her and neglect her performance, which Mia is very disappointed about, but leaves after a gulp of patience. On the way, she passes by the Rialto Theater, which reminds her of Sebastian, and she smiles, and her anger subsides. Then she prepares to watch a movie in the evening when her boyfriend comes and reminds her that she will have dinner with her brother tonight, so she has no choice but to go. Here, from the other side, Sebastian is waiting for her in front of the cinema, but she does not come. Then he goes to the cinema alone. Mia, on the other hand, goes to dinner, but she thinks of Sebastian. Suddenly, the theme song of Mia and Sebastian sounds from the speakers. Then her patience runs out and she goes to Sebastian after apologizing to her boyfriend and finds him in the cinema. They both watch the movie and the Griffith Observatory scene plays on the screen. Now the two meet hand in hand and are about to kiss when the movie is interrupted and the lights come on. Mia then says that she has an idea and takes them to the Griffith Observatory. When they see that the back door is open here, they go in and enter the planetarium hall dancing. Then suddenly they start flying through the air and take her to the stars. Here they dance in space and after some time they come down and finally kiss. Now time is moving forward and summer is coming and Mia starts to write a play. When Sebastian suggests it to her, he comes outside and Mia drives away in his car. Now they both start dating and they explore the whole city together and spend time together. One day when they are sitting in the club, Sebastian's childhood friend comes up to him and tells him that our band needs a pianist. But Sebastian refuses. From now on, Mia shows Sebastian her one-woman show by performing in his apartment. When Sebastian sees this, he praises her, and then Mia shows him a logo for his club that he made himself, with a musical note instead of the apostrophe. So as of today, he's just impressed, but he says he wants to put chicken in front of people, because his favorite jazz musician's nickname was Bird and he used to like chicken. Now Mia gets a call from her mother inquiring about Sebastian's job, but Mia tells her mother that he currently has no money, but will soon open his own club, whereupon Sebastian is lost in thought, and thinks that in order to marry Mia he must have a steady job, and with the same thought that working in Keith's band is being considered. And when he meets with him, he makes him a very good offer, offering him $1,000 per week. When Sebastian hears such a good offer, he is stunned and cannot say anything. After the rehearsal, Keith explains that the world has become modern nowadays and no one wants to hear the traditional right. People love modern music and you also have to leave traditional jazz and become modern. In the next scene, Sebastian comes to his apartment and starts playing the piano and singing, after which Mia also joins him and they both sing City of Stars. Their journey is shown here through a montage in which Mia quits her job and begins arranging theater for her one-woman show. Sebastian hires on with Keith's band and stays mostly out of town for tours. Here, Mia moves with Sebastian and sells some of her belongings for the show. Both work hard to succeed in their own way. This montage ends with the end of the song City and the Stars. In the next scene, Mia attends a concert of Keith and Sebastian, where he changes to a modern song after a jazz performance. Mia is quite surprised that Sebastian loves traditional music and plays this modern song. Sebastian sees her disapproving face, but he reacts very positively to this song. Now that the crowd is growing, it can go as it wants. She goes back and escapes from the sight of Sebastian. Now autumn is coming, but Mia sent an email to some people to invite them to her show. Since Sebastian has been on tour for a long time, she sends a voicemail saying that she just misses him. Now when she comes to the house, Sebastian surprises her. Actually, he had come to meet her there for one night. Now here at dinner he tells Mia to come to our next concert. But Mia politely declines and says she is preparing for her show. That's in 2 weeks. Here she asks Seb, "Do you like the music you play? Because as far as I know, you used to love old school jazz music." But he says he always wanted success, and that's the success every musician wants to achieve. Now this debate irritates Sebastian. He tells her that maybe you are not happy with my progress, that I am not like my predecessor, and that you do not want me to progress, you just want to keep me at your level. For Mayan, this is like a pinprick in her eye, because even after her many efforts, she could not become an actress. Then tears come and she walks away. Time moves on and the day of Mia's one-woman show has come. After practice, Sebastian wants to leave for Mia's show, but Keith reminds him that there is a photo shoot for their album today. Sebastian is forced to stop there. On the other side, Mia performs her one-woman show. When the show is over, she sees that the whole theater was empty and only 10 people came to see her show. And when she is backstage, she hears people saying that the show was pretty lousy and the actors are nothing special. She gets very angry. When Mia leaves after the show, Sebastian comes and apologizes to her, and Mia starts crying bitterly because she does not even have money to pay for the theater, and then tells him that everything should end. I have lost. I cannot go on with all this. I have wasted my 6 years. Sebastian tries to encourage her, but Mia says I am going back to my house in Nevada. Now, with time running out, Sebastian gets a call from a casting director telling him he could not reach Mia, and this was the only contact he could get. Sebastian drives from La to Nevada to pick up Mia and honks loudly in front of her house. This is how Mia learns that this is Seb's car, so she goes out and meets him. Then he tells her that a casting director saw your acting performance in your one-woman show and wants to sign you for his upcoming movies, and you have an audition tomorrow at 5. But she did not want to break her heart by doing it all over again, so she cannot tell if she should go or not. If you come, I'll take you to the audition. Otherwise I'll go alone. Now it's morning, so Sebastian waits outside her house, but Mia does not come. When he wants to go, Mia comes and he takes her directly to the casting. At the casting hall, the casting director tells them that there will be no script for this movie, and it will be rehearsed for 3 months and then filmed in Paris for 4 months. Then for the audition she is asked to tell a story, after which she tells the story of her aunt who was an actress in Paris, and this monologue is turned into a song Fools Who Dream. After the audition, the two meet in the park and Sebastian asks her how her audition went, which Mia is not positive about because of her past experiences. Mia asks where we meant it with their relationship. Then he jokingly says we are in Griffith Park and tells her I do not know what's going to happen with our relationship. Yes, but I do not want to be the person who stops her from her dreams. But I am sure I'll get this movie then. And after that you have to give it your full attention like I did, and maybe I will not be with you anymore. Now some time goes by, winter comes, and after 5 years Mia goes to the same cafe where she used to work. But now she had become a famous actress, and just like in the beginning everyone was looking at this actress, now people are looking at Mia with the same feeling, which Mia is doing very well. After that, Mia goes to a luxurious house where she meets her husband and daughter, but we see that she does not address Sebastian as her husband, it is David. From here, Sebastian returns to his house and prepares food for himself, showing us that he was not yet married. In the next scene, Mia and David have a babysitter take their daughter to an event. But because of the heavy traffic on the way there, they do not go to the event, but to dinner. After dinner, they come back when David hears some really nice music, and he goes to the club with Mia. When she enters the club, she sees a logo called Seb's. It was the same logo she had designed herself for the Sebastian Club, so she knows it is Sebastian's club. Now she sits down in one of the seats. On the other hand, when the band's performance ends on stage, Sebastian comes to greet the audience and thank the band. And here they see each other, and just keep watching, and then the piano kicks in and plays Mia and Sebastian's theme after a long pause. Now all the lights are dimmed and only one spotlight is focused on Sebastian. When his performance is over, we see again the same scene as 5 years ago when Sebastian saw Mia for the first time, and here the managers fire Sebastian and Mia stands aside. Everyone is watching, and when Mia wants to compliment him, this time he kisses her instead of ignoring her. And now the 10-minute epilogue starts with a musical number where they imagine their life together, showing their life from their point of view. How would their life be if they were together? Now sitting in the club, then Keith comes to him, but sends him back without greeting him. Mia performs her one-woman show and the theater grows together with the entire audience cheering her in full swing. Now the casting director Amy Brand auditions her, and when she gets the film, Sebastian hugs her. Now they both go to Paris where Mia shoots her film and Sebastian plays jazz in a club. Now the two marry and are happily married, and after some time they have a son with whom they spend the royal time. And one night he leaves his son with the babysitter and goes to an event. But because of the traffic on the way there, he makes his way back after having dinner that he listens to music, goes to a club with Mia, and they both sit down on the seat where Mia and David were sitting before. As soon as the song ends, the entire audience applauds and appreciates it. After the performance is over, Mia leaves David, but before she leaves, Mia stops at the door and looks at Sebastian one last time. Sebastian also looks at her. He smiles at her and Mia also smiles at him and leaves with David, and Sebastian continues with his band. And this is where the movie ends. This movie was very simple and is easy to understand. But when we talk about its bittersweet finale, the mind will definitely get a little dizzy. So let us talk about the ending now. This movie is about two unknown people pursuing the same goal, working hard in their own way to achieve success, and motivating each other all the time. After success, even if they are not close, they are always together, and through this movie we learn the truth of life very well. This movie could also have a happy ending, like any other romantic movie, but both of them choose their own way and play each other the success that is not granted to them. Because maybe they also knew that romance is possible if they stay together, but success cannot be achieved. Therefore, they decide to stay away from each other so as not to stand in the way of their happiness. And so Sebastian fulfills his dream by opening his own jazz club, and Mia becomes an actress, and its sweet ending sets it apart from other films. The director's hard work is visible behind this film. Otherwise, if we talk about the acting or cinematography, then everything was appreciable. And if you also love someone, it is inevitable to love this movie. With that, we conclude our video for today. If you like this video, please like, share and subscribe, and we will see you again in the next video.